Hello everyone, we are back in the garden tonight in preparation for the Charlotte Art in the Garden tour. There's so many projects to do and this is going to be a super fun one.
So if you're not aware, we are going to be on the Charlotte Art in the Garden tour the very first weekend of May, and it's hosted by the Charlotte Garden Club. We're going to put a link in the description below so that you can buy tickets, and hopefully we'll see you there.
So if you guys have been following us for a while, you know that this back space here was a moon garden. It's really kind of one of the first spaces that Tyler and I started in the garden together.
Yeah.
And if you aren't familiar with a moon garden, that is a garden that you plant all white blooming flowers in, and then in the sort of twilight of the evening when the moon is out, those blooms catch that light and they just sort of glow. And we figured that this space would be really beautiful for that because it's at the back of the garden.
Yep.
You sort of look from our house back here and you can see it at night. We spend lots of time in the garden in the evening. And so we thought it was a really great idea. And it was really fun for the 1 year that we had it. We had lots of beautiful cone flowers and just all sorts of white blooming flowers in here. And it was gorgeous. But I will say, shortly after, the vole got a hold of most of those white flowers, sadly, and took them away. And then from then on, we kind of sort of just wondered what we would do with this space if we truly wanted it to be a moon garden, how we would rebuild it. And I think now we finally have the answer.
And there are still a menagerie of plants back here. There is a Glow Girl Spirea, there is a beautyberry, and we've just kind of thrown things in this space over the years because we just weren't sure how to use it.
Yeah.
But we were standing here looking at the space a few weeks ago, and we've got this very formal hedge here in the middle. And on the outside of that hedge is just kind of informal or casual, if you will. And we thought, well, what if we make this whole space a little bit more formal? And so all it took was a couple minutes discussion, and we jumped in the car and drove all over Charlotte, going to multiple Lowe's looking for the perfect plant. And we've got 6 of them right here that we're going to be putting in this space today. So we are going to be planting 6 of the Parfuma Earth Angel Rose from Bloomables. Now, you guys know that we have been working with Bloomables for a couple of years now, and we've had really great success with their roses in the garden. And this rose has gone kind of viral this year. It was actually hard to find. We had to go to many Lowe's to get enough for this project, but it's got a beautiful creamy pink flower with an apricot center. We'll get about 5 feet tall, 4 feet wide. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put 3 on either side of the boxwood hedge here and just kind of lean into this more formal aesthetic back here.
I think it's going to be really pretty. And what this is going to do is really create a wall on each side of beautiful roses.
Yeah.
And I think that that makes it even better that right in front of those walls on either side here, we are going to put brand new garden benches, which I think is something that we have wanted in this garden for so long.
Yeah.
As you walk around the garden, there are a few spaces that it really feels like you want to sit down and reflect before you move on with the rest of the garden. And this back garden is really kind of that area for us.
Yeah.
I will say too, sort of late in the day, this is an area that is shaded by all the trees behind us, and the sun really illuminates the rest of the garden. And so when you come back here, you're kind of moseying around, and then you turn around and you see this reveal of the garden, and it's just so beautiful. In a few years, the peninsula will also sort of shoot up, and all of the beautiful things that we've planted in there will create a room out of this area.
Yeah.
And so I think these 2 beautiful benches that we've gotten are just going to fit in so perfectly here, and it's going to be super symmetrical. So like Tyler said, we have this somewhat formal space in the middle already, and so sort of taking that out to the edges, having these matching garden benches, and then these beautiful walls of roses, I think it's going to be so stunning.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. And I'm just imagining myself sitting on the bench right now with the scent of the rose like blowing under my nose. Sounds amazing, but we've got some work to do before we get there. So I think the first step is we're going to dig out the plants that are here that we won't be leaving in this space, and we'll find a home for those somewhere else in the garden. And then we'll get the roses planted, and then we'll put together our benches. And then by the end, we'll be able to sit down and relax and enjoy the garden a little bit.
Let's get to it.
Okay, so we got all of the plants back here dug out, and we're gonna find homes for those later. The spirea was insanely big, so I wanna find the perfect spot for that. But now that we have the space cleared, we're going to place our roses and get started planting. All right, guys, now that we have the roses in place, they look so nice, we're gonna tackle putting together the benches. And I cannot wait for the roses to just grow into one big giant hedge behind the benches. I think it's gonna be beautiful.
Yes, so a little bit about these benches that we got. These are beautiful banana benches from Oceanic Teak. And I wanted to make sure that if we were getting benches for this garden, that we invested in something that was really high quality. Teak is obviously something that is gonna stand the test of time, and it's gonna just age with the garden. And I think that's one of the reasons it's just so beautiful. Obviously we got 2 of them, so we'll get to see both of them age the same, and I think it's gonna be great. But all right, let's put them together.
What do you think?
I love it when a plan comes together.
Well, mostly. The first box of these benches had 3 boxes of hardware, and we were so confused. We lost like 30 minutes trying to figure out why there were 2 boxes of silver screws and then 1 box of gold screws. And then we were like, let's just roll with it. And so we did the gold screws. And then the second box only had 1 box of hardware, and there were minimal instructions.
I think it was sabotage, to be honest with you. I think that they knew that we would be doing this in a video, and they were like, let's have some fun.
But it worked out, and they're beautiful.
I'm so happy with them. This is super, super nice quality. They're a really, really elegant shape, and I think that they complement the garden well. They also don't have a back that is too high, I guess, so that you can't really see through them or see what's going to be behind them. These roses are going to get how tall?
5 feet. So maybe not this year, but eventually they will be taller than the bench, and it'll be like a nice little layer back here behind us.
I can just imagine sitting here, seeing the roses behind me, smelling them like you said. I think this is going to be so beautiful, and it honestly just is one step further to sort of having our own little botanical garden right here.
There you go.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. We hope that it really inspired you and that you've enjoyed it. Be sure that you subscribe to our channel so you can follow along all season long.
For now, from our garden to yours, we'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.